but we are off. Bookworm with the best win of 727 and an average win of 907, and Ancalagor with the best win of 838, an average win of 1040. For our scores, Bookworm has a scoreline of 14-13 and Ancalagor has a scoreline of 15-15. So, looks like this is... I haven't been watching these two races this season too much, but this looks like to be a very evenly matched set. But from knowledge about past, how good they were in previous seasons, and other events, I would still stand by how this race is pretty evenly matched. Right away, we don't have much to look at except for cheese and some grape juice. Choice between cheese and grape juice here. And a CoNDOR as well, and Ancalagor will not have nearly enough money to use that. Bookworm will farm up a bit, going for ring, or actually shovel. I stand corrected. Don't see why you wouldn't go for ring there. Because you could get like a very good ring that your opponent doesn't get off of that. But going to get a pickaxe, which probably not what they were looking for. I don't know what they would be looking for though, but Bookworm will go down to Death Metal 1. And Ancalagor, meanwhile, getting Squagus suited, having to do the Walk of Shame. Oh boy, we're off to quite the start actually. After very quick into Zone 2, 2 minutes. Race pace considered. With the Squagus suit. I have not seen a Walk of Shame in quite a bit of time. Potential potion room for Ancalagor here. Likely going to kite the mini-boss to break open the potion room without having to use the bomb. Or we'll just kill. And we'll use the bomb. Because that is a potion, and potion is quite the item. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about passing on the potential potion. Like, it's very likely a potion at that point. Maybe, like, it... a potion can come in like, not only can you tank those 3 hits, those 3 hearts worth of health already, and then you're back at full health again. You could get more heart containers, and that'll just extend the value of the potion. Ancalagor killing for this really good shot, gonna pick up 2 damage ups and an Obsidian Cat. Bookworm coming into Zone 2 with just a Blood Rapier, lunging right into the Minotaur. Picking up a Blood Rapier from somewhere, but probably will go for this bomb. I don't see why you wouldn't. Especially now we know that there are bombs ahead, but hindsight is 20/20, as they say. But Bookworm will definitely go for the potion here. There's like, you definitely go for that. Gonna miss out on the launch off, or not, we'll go back for it. I'm not sure if they saw how good the shop is. Yes, they probably did, because they are using a bomb to crack that open, going to kill as well. Ancalagor, meanwhile, on darkness. Okay, taking a hit there. Squagus suit will protect them pretty well. But Bookworm not getting the flawless, so will not be getting the ability to check purple. Ancalagor checking a dead shopkeeper, wasting a couple of beats. Trying to look for a ring and take advantage of free shops, but free shops don't mean anything if the shopkeeper is dead. don't... I still like the non-potion pickup. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, it did end up working. Not really. Ancalagor did get lucky finding 3 bombs, and that's just enough to break open the shopkeeper and also kill for it. Bookworm also taking darkness. Okay, some hits for Bookworm here, dropping the shovel. Down to half a heart, no more potion. At this point, just has to stay alive, because obviously if you die, you put yourself where ancalagor has a choice to slow pay, though ancalagor is somewhat protected now, they aren't invincible. You have to keep putting on the pressure, which means not dying. Oh, Obsidian Cat, we're gonna see some very scary cat things, I expect. Best sticking. Okay, ancalagor using the bomb golem very smartly to get the blood shrine open for a ring of regen. So no more Courage Cat. Bookworm, however, will be on Courage Cat on half a heart as well. So this, I don't like the look of that. Oh, some cat blade master interactions going on there. Blade master pinned against the wall, enemy on the other side as well. There won't be any. Okay, and ancalagor has regen now. That makes things so much safer, but yeah. Bookworm could have done many things, but including, I think backing up would have just been fine. Not fine. Afraid of hitting the sleeping explosive statue, which I don't think is possible because it's sleeping and you can't hit it until it's awake. But yeah, dinging that Blade Master a couple times and then jumping into it. Gonna go down, and ancalagor has a solid safe build. Stable 3 damage right now. Wasn't there another damage up? Did ancalagor swap off to Forge of Foresight? Do see trapdoors, but damage up is damage up. And having 2 damage ups will make any weapon work, though you already have one of the fastest weapons already, so that isn't too relevant. Fastest weapon being Obsidian Cat, and ancalagor checking chop once again, but these wasted beats shouldn't matter. Because, you know, 3's only, of course, that's a couple beats. Unless you die, of course, then you restart later. Who knows? But we're assuming that doesn't happen. Don't check, what do you, oh. Okay, yeah, checking secret room for sunglasses. It's already forgone another damage up, and we'll also forgo this one because it can make things spooky. Not knowing the colors in the Necrodancer fight, you don't need it. You're already at 3 damage. Remembering the transmute as well, which will yield a Ring of War, which is also unnecessary, especially Warcat is a little weird and can get you in situations that you don't expect. And at this point, ancalagor just simply has to finish this off. Checking this tier 3 lock cracked wall with the blue dragon, but it will just not be the food shop because it's never the food shop. Bookworm has been running on half a health for quite a bit now. Does have a potion, but has just popped glass armor they picked up. Pushing really, really hard on the run back here, but at this point you want to build. There's no reason to continue pushing, because your fastest push compared to their slowest Necrodancer fight is nowhere near close. You won't be continuing to apply pressure either. Still, putting up a really fast pace. So as I said, unnecessarily at this point, as ancalagor does have the Necrodancer free. Like, if the thing is that if your opponent dies, you're already at such a huge advantage, and you want to actually make that advantage workable. Definitely come on, take regen. Why, like, oh no, don't take regen, oh my. Just, maybe not screen watching? Possibly, yeah, possibly not screen watching. That's the wrong loot, right loot. But the first point will go to ancalagor, who will clean up Necrodancer very smoothly. Hello there, Jack.
Hey, what's up? I was just listening in. I do agree with what you were saying about Bookworm. Should be trying to make a build there because your opponent's so far ahead that you can't really put any pressure on them. But you can make a nice build that way. If they do die, then you have a pretty much free win.
Yeah. Immediately we have a Blood Shop here, and ancalagor opting to reset.
Yeah, I kind of like the reset out of those.
Nothing you particularly want there.
I mean, the quick scroll can save you a lot of time if you get a Conga 1, and, you know, it's all useful stuff. The gold staff can be nice, but, you know, if you run into, like, Coral Reef, you're going to be happy to have the bomb. Or if you run into, like, a mapping shrine or something, you know, want the bomb. Oh, I'm having trouble trying to get this barrel open, but...
Taking a hit from a zombie.
Don't use the heart transplant unless it's on a boss fight. I know it just feels so efficient, and you're like, oh, I can go so fast, I can play Bard, and then you just kind of like do what Bookworm just does there, and everybody does this. This is everybody. They forget which beat they're on because they're not used to playing Bard, and then they die. And yeah,
did actually see a slow heart transplant earlier today.
Yeah, it's useful if you're on a boss. Like if you've drilled the Bard bosses and you like do Conga 1, I can just oh cool, it's 2 seconds and I finish Conga. I've saved 25-30 seconds or something. The Obsidian Flow, you can just take the trapdoor. Super easy. That's the good thing about flails. It's like basically like a pulse spell on a weapon. You just kind of mash, and then everything dies.
Hey, taking a few bat hits there, even with the Look Charm. Should be fine. Only 1 heart of damage.
I think ancalagor was looking for a... Oh, there's our transplant Conga.
Just tearing apart the Conga lines.
Yeah.
Titanium Whip. We'll take Titanium Whip into Zone 2, okay.
Yeah, I think you have to take it because there's so much... Zone 2 can be such a damage check.
Is an immediate damage up, though. So... Bookworm doesn't need that anyways, already has the Obsidian Flail.
So Bookworm had to eat the chicken with the flail because they were caught on the bomb. They were going to get caught, so they ate the chicken to use the iframes and not get bombed themselves to death, which was actually really smart. And yeah, you buy that whole shop. This is good. So I find that newer players don't tend to know how to optimally use flails because they are bad in Zone 4 and 5, so people just didn't like skip them. But like the older players know how to use them because they were so good. They're like really good through Zone 3. Because hitting a lot of stuff is really good. But it's certainly much better than this whip. Because you're with the whip, you're hitting the same amount of things, but you're hitting them all one at a time. Getting into the glass trap at the same time. And
popping the potion. Yeah.
It took the jaw.
Yeah.
You got it's 10 damage, I guess. But
I think looking for some headgear to swap off of.
Well, open those crates because there's like often headgear in crates. There's a lot of headgear that can be in crates. Yeah. There's crowns of. Why would you not open crates? There was glass slippers and a magic carrot in those crates. I mean, not headgear. I didn't think, but you know, yeah. Oh, piercing's really nice. I think yeah, piercing is really nice on both of them. I think it's maybe better. So it may be better on Bookworm if you can't find a better weapon, but it's like super duper good on staff. Oh, he's already lost this. He needs to kill the shopkeeper right now. And that's what he's going to do. And he can take the crown. Take that, yeah. So the problem for Ancalagor now is that with the shop dead, if he loses his glass, he's going to be in trouble. And he doesn't have that +1 anymore. So if you can't find a good weapon, the good thing about running like a Ring of Might with glass, aside from the 5 damage, is that if you break your weapon, you still have 2 damage, and you can just take any old like blood or gold weapon you come across. But maybe he'll change his weapon in this transmute.
Shovel?
He's going for shovel first, which they keep the blood shovel. Keep the blood shovel. Oh, I think he really wanted that courage shovel. And oh, there you go. That's a weapon. He found a weapon. But he's like super behind. He doesn't know where he's going. So, Bookworm here. Forgot they had glass slippers and it kind of like freaked them out or they weren't expecting it. Gotta keep the flail. Piercing the flail in zone 4 is okay, so you don't get caught up in the Blade Masters, which is one of the things that is really a problem. But you still have to deal with maybe hitting a like a teleport into a Warlock or something like that. He also has goo boots, although they go away if he gets hit. That's another really nice thing to have. So he gets rid of most of the problem with the flails. The other big problem is that you just might Warlock into some hit. Like sometimes you're just stuck and you have to hit the Warlock and like you just get hit after. He can holster that Blood Spear. Oh, he's already lost. He lost his boots. He still had a potion. He's jumping into stuff. He's making me nervous. Those are also goo boots, but you really don't want those. That's really bad for Zone 5. He's got a comfortable lead. I don't know how long it's going to last, but... Oh, magic chicken! 2 pieces of magic food this run.
A little bit of trouble, yeah. Dropping a multiplier.
Yeah.
Onto one damage well, yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't matter when you have a flail, but he like completely surrounded himself and he couldn't see.
Yeah.
What is... Oh! Ancalagor! Use the freeze again! Doesn't need to? Okay.
And to add to that, there was some goo as well. And you don't want to step on goo in the dark.
Yeah, so I think Flail's bad in Zone 5. The piercing's okay. The biggest reason why it's bad, I think, is just slow. You just cut up on stuff. It's like a narrow hallway, and you just are hitting everything. It's kind of like the same reason Axe is good in Zone 5. Because you're just like constantly dashing forward. But with the Flail, you're just constantly getting snagged. And that Courage Shovel might be a difference maker. Let's see.
Having the map to go with
Don't
it
get
as
cursed! Well. Okay. Could have got cursed there. That would have been... Yeah, Courage Shovel plus map is like the ultimate Zone 5 hack. Because you can just, most of the time, get yourself pretty nicely. Although, you have to deal with this dragon getting caught on stuff. 1 heart! Alright, so Bookworm here should, definitely switch to that spear. That's exactly what you need to do. It's going to make your fight a lot easier than running this flail. I kind of forgot that they had that holstered, so kudos to them for remembering.
Okay. Deadringer.
Oh, that's really bad. Use your free spell, use your free spell, use freeze.
Freezing, yes.
Okay, that's good. Just get out of the way. Yeah, really good, but it's going to cost a lot of time, but should be enough time to win. Just an entire Deadringer ahead. I don't like the positioning that they're doing for this fight. We'll see how well it holds up for the lures. This is looking okay. It's not as efficient as it could be, but the positioning is pretty good. You just want to worry in like pretty far away. Oh, the dragon spawning, that's not what you want to see. Okay. Good use of the heal spell to get out of the... Oh, yes. What a... Alright.
Yeah.
That was some plays from Bookworm.
Spell usage.
Yeah, good spell usage. Good switch to that spear for Deadringer. You know, like I said, you know, even really experienced players sometimes will just forget that you have the holster. Or that you have that tome that you can pop right there. Or that you have that heal spell that you can use to get out of that freeze on the Necrodancer. So, kudos there. That was some real aware play. Build awareness is like one of the hardest things to teach, I think. And so if you got that down, you can be really good. How fast was that time? Do you know?
Around 9 minutes. I didn't start the timer in time.
That's really good, especially if running a flail most of the time. Oh, early bombs. That's a bad one. So you reset and then you bomb the other side. You bomb the other side. Oh, you can't really bomb the other side.
Yeah, two walls.
So you bomb the bottom two, I guess, because you get the cheese and then maybe you get something else. Yeah, I think you bomb the bottom two. I think the cheese is on the off. Well, then you can just go bomb this. Glass torch is not very good. Oh, it's free bomb though. I have free bomb in here. So you might take the blood drum and go back and open those other ones because you know you have the cheese there. It's a little much. It's a really good use of the harp, the gold harp there. Meanwhile, ancalagor just blood drummed it. And so ancalagor with the crazy plays to use that bounce trap to get the barrel back onto the gold, and I used the fear scroll here to get this crazy shovel of courage.
ancalagor will kill.
Torture walls. No, that's wrong. Why would you? Oh, did Ancalagor not have a bomb?
Just had 2 bombs. Killed with bombs.
Oh, yeah, no,
Could've...
no. You can bomb out the wall, or even blood drum out the wall, and then use a fear scroll. Oh man.
Probably could have just bought it. I think it was just 3 gold, and definitely did have 3 gold.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, you have to bomb the walls out anyway, so you can get the gold. Bookworm is using the harp there. That's a really smart harp aggro there. And Ancalagor has to burn the beat. Oh no, this isn't gonna have it. This is gonna be right behind. And it's another harp! This is gonna be really bad for Ancalagor. Slow, no boss chess. Yeah, just gonna wait. You've already lost your flawless, so that's good. Bookworm seems very comfortable with this harp. Like, has now made a couple of really strong plays with it. So, and has themselves some nice obsidian armor.
Ancalagor going down.
Yeah, I mean, using a 1 damage harp in zone 2 is... Yeah, I don't know what you do now. I guess you look for some kind of... You gotta look at for some kind of build. You can't... Oh my god, that shop. And we can farm it a little bit here. We have to body spike tears to do so, but... I think you do want both for sure. Is that enough? It is not enough. I think you can just bomb. Well, I guess you have enough time, but I wouldn't want to spend that much time, right? I think it just... Well, it works. It all works out. Yeah. So here's what Ancalagor's hoping. Ancalagor's hoping that they find a good weapon. And that's the crux of the matter.
Killing the shop
again?
No,
we're gonna kill the shop again, Ancalagor. You can... no. And killing the shop is so bad because now you're not going to run that free spell. There's actually a regen in that boss chest, so yeah, you don't need to bring a piece anymore. You want that regen, because regen plus freeze is ultimate safe build. Yeah, so now you're going to see Ancalagor push with a really bad build because they're not going to have the free spell. And you can just freeze this and everything dies. Especially when you got that big harp. Big harps are nice. Okay, doesn't have any money here. Can kill the shop if they want those hearts. Gonna do that. I'm gonna take the chainmail instead. That's fine. If you're worried about dropping your beat, taking a bunch of damage. Oh, took a hit there from the... Yeah. I think Bookworm's trying to conserve the freezes now so they can regen all of those health, those hearts. But, yeah, I think you need to just use it. They have such a lead now that they're probably going to play a little bit.
Huh.
Huh? They do seem really comfortable with the harp. Like, I'm not... Like, I'm pretty impressed. Like, I've had to practice... Like, I had to practice harp. Like, in Season 7, which was the last season, I, like, set myself... Like, I edited the file so that I would start with an obsidian harp. Oh, no bomb to kill that. That sucks. Because with the bomb, you could have bombed to get another Ring of Regen. That way, you could take the Darkness Shrine and immediately swap back to Ring of Regen.
Right. I'm still kind of wondering what they would take out of black then, if not that. Maybe a rapier, but
probably. I mean, could be looking for
armor as well, but.
Well, it might be a matter of like safety rather than gonna take the hit in the ogre.
True, yeah.
So like maybe they're looking for like a longsword, right? Longsword or a spear or a cutlass. Ooh.
Okay, a few pixie hits.
Okay.
With the harp, that's probably a byproduct of using the harp.
Yeah, that is a problem. the big things like flails and harps, they're kind of similar because they hit everything. Is that you have to look out for pixies because they're going to be close to you. Well, at least with the harp, with the flail, you knock the pixie away. So, all right, not. Sticking with the harp, not even trying. Had some gold, could have gotten like 3 or 4 transmutes. On 4-3, you're gonna get some good transmutes. Oh my!
Yeah,
it hurts hard for this. Oh, okay. That was a lot of health to use on that fight. You have so much time. The worst thing that can happen right now is a death, and I feel like the harp is going to make it more likely. But who knows? If you can stockpile that health, you can do a quick dead ringer kill with the freeze blood drum.
And ancalagor mistiming the throw, just dropping a beat before throwing death metal, not going to be able to get the boss chests.
Oh, still on that dagger. That is tragic. Ah! Take a little bit of an Earth Dragon Stomp. Okay. It's fine. Have the freeze spell up. Yeah, the good thing about the harps is you can do those skulls really easily. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay. You could just freeze there, but they really want the freeze for Deadringer. Okay. Just gonna do the right side scoots.
I think using the harp to hit the bell there. Not hitting the bell directly.
Yeah. That could be a problem too.
Right.
You can hit that before you're ready, like if you're dealing with a rider spawn. Alright, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, Bookworm has this little idiosyncratic dealer here. Yeah, that's the better use of that bomb. You don't have to bomb out that mummy by itself. You can, but now your positioning's all janked up.
Why is there an arena in? Oh.
If you kill the
I see.
shopkeeper, you can spawn walls.
I know. Interesting.
That's GG for Bookworm.
Yeah, GG.
Not bad. 9-15 using a harp. Maybe a few a few mistakes with the harp, but overall pretty good.
Yeah, very comfortable with not the meta weapons.
Yeah, and then harp has its defenders. Me and Goof are really going on the harp, especially if you have a like the. Oh, it could have been the reason. I know the Bookworm didn't take the cat because they had the courage shovel.
Right. Yeah.
That's why. So cat courage shovel is a bit problematic. So courage shovel harp is actually pretty good.
Bookworm having like very solid build awareness in general.
Yeah, some people will just jump on like anti energies because like, oh, this is a fast thing. It's like, oh, it doesn't work with your build. Like we didn't even realize. Oh yeah, courage shovel plus cat is